All right, hello everybody. I want to get you prepared for what happens after you wait for these nails to soak in the solution here. And I have some items out here. I have all my beakers out, including the one here that I labeled Hauer, and it's my name, so I know when I put it in the drying oven, I can find it the next day. But as you can see here, you might not be able to see, but my nails are in there. They've been in there for 15 minutes, actually longer. I got my 400, I got my 100 out. Actually, what I'm gonna do with my 100 to start off while we're waiting is go grab the HCl from the common lab table, and you're just going to measure out about 25 milliliters. And it's not super important how close it is to 25, it doesn't have to be exact, but use your graduated cylinder, get about 25, pour it into this little beaker here, the 100, set it aside, because after you wait these 15 minutes here, you got a lot of things to do, and that's why I'm doing this video in the first place, okay? So one of the first things it says is we're going to grab the beaker here with my nails, and it's been undisturbed, and I'm going to carefully take these tongs right here and pull one of them out. Now the nice thing is, it kind of, you might be able to see this, but basically you want that stuff, which I'm not going to tell you what that stuff is yet, but you want all of the nail to be clean. So you can kind of just take that. I'm going to switch hands here because I am right-handed, and I can see you can't see that very well. So let me change angles here. So again, what we have here is this nail, and I'm going to rinse off this nail. And I got a pretty powerful wash bottle here. I really want to just get all that out there. And that's looking pretty good. Some around this edge isn't going to be perfect, so sometimes I might use a stirring rod. I can kind of scrape that off there. But the goal is to get as much off of this as possible. Now, since this is a demonstration, I'm going to kind of move fast and not do a perfect job. That'll be up to you right there. So I grabbed a different water bottle there. The one I had was a little broke. So this is a little nicer because it's got a little more pressure behind it there. So that's looking pretty good. I'm actually going to put this on a piece of paper towel and let that dry because I am going to need the mass of that. And then I'm going to get this other guy here, and again stick that in there so it's as solid as possible. It's kind of a reddish looking solid. Again, kind of going to let you figure that out. I don't want to give you all the answers, and do my best. And like I said, some of the edges here are tough to get, so I just take my stirring rod and kind of scrape that off there. And again, not doing a perfect job because I'm making a demonstration video here. Okay, so it talks about doing this, and it says after I'm going to make sure that the excess copper, as you probably figured out by now, is off of the nails, and I'm going to do something called decanting. Okay, so this is what I want to keep. This is the waste, and I'm going to decant, which all that means is I want to be, first of all, careful not to stir this up too much because I want the solid to stay on the bottom and the liquid to go into the waste beaker. So one of the first things it says is decant, so I'm going to do that. And actually, I can take my stirring rod and just sort of put it right like this. So you can kind of see it right on the part where you pour out there, and just slowly pour that out. And all I want to do is pour the liquid, no solid. And err on the side of caution here, because if you think you're getting some solid, then just stop, because we can always pour more liquid back in a second, or pour more liquid off in a second. I'm just slowly pouring that off right there. And again, I'm not being super careful because this is a demo video. But as we get towards the end here, this is doing well. The solid's staying put. And you can see right here, that solid's staying put. It's not moving very much. So that's pretty good. It then talks about I need to rinse, and sometimes it says wash. Now, it says I'm supposed to use 25 milliliters of water. Now that's definitely an estimation. Okay, so I'm going to look at this beaker right here and see this is 50, and I'm going to, just take some distilled water, and basically I'm just giving it a good, you can't see that, sorry, giving it a good rinse. So I'm putting about halfway up the 50 there. Just putting a little bit in there and going from there. Now I'm going to do this again. Now it talks about you're supposed to decant it 3-4 times, I think, with water. So you do that. And again, I'm just doing this over and over again until I'm done. I went a little fast there. That was probably not the best. Making sure no solids getting in there. And then I'm going to wash again. Boom, 25. And I do it, I think, 3 or 4 times. And then I'd have my HCl ready. Boom, put my HCl. We just pretended that I did that there. Do it again. And then one more time with water. And so I do all that decanting. And, I feel this pretty good. This looks pretty good. I could get a little more water off that. But really, the drying is the job of the oven. So we'll not worry about this too much. I got my name on it. I'll put it in the drying oven. It'd be good to go. So make sure you know what you're doing so this break is over. You're on top of it, and you can get this done and not have to worry about anything. Okay. You don't have to worry about not getting done. Okay. So this will go back in the oven. Make sure you put it in the shelf that your teacher tells you to. You should see some nice, it should kind of look like that right there. Some nice solid copper there. And we'll take the mass of that tomorrow. These nails right here that should be dry, and if they're not, take a piece of paper towel and pat those down. Get the mass of those. That's super important, okay? Don't leave this period without taking the mass of those and writing it down, because we need to know the mass of that, okay? Again, mass of this tomorrow. Put those back where you got them. Put all your stuff away in your drawer. Rinse out the HCl. Make sure you're ready to go for this part, okay? All right, best of luck on this.